What's up, Fragrant family? This is Tyler with Simply Fragrances, and today I'm bringing you another tag video. That's right, I've been tagged yet again. I love it, guys. Keep them coming. This time it is my top 10 white t-shirt fragrances. Now, these are gonna be fragrances that are super refreshing. They're gonna cool you off on a hot summer's day. And honestly, whenever it's so hot outside, you can't think of anything else to wear but a white t-shirt, these fragrances are gonna be there to match what you're doing. So guys, be sure and stay tuned to see what my top 10 fragrances are gonna be. So like I said, guys, I was tagged by my boy Tyrone at Breaux, man. Be sure to go pay him a visit. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below for his channel. Go pay him a visit, show him some love. He's an OG in the game. So like I said, be sure and go pay him a visit. So like I said, these are my top 10 fragrances to wear with a white t-shirt. So that means, man, whenever it's super hot outside, it's hot, it's muggy, and it's almost too hot to wear fragrances, but we're frag heads, so we always wear something. So these are gonna be ones that are gonna cool you off. They're gonna give you this just refreshing type of vibe and might even pull you a couple compliments. So let's go ahead and get into this, guys. So these are in no particular order. These are just 10 fragrances that I think are perfect to wear whenever it's white t-shirt season. All right, so the first one on the list, guys, this one comes from the house of Banana Republic. I absolutely love this fragrance. It's not gonna last super long, but when it's that hot outside, you might not want it to. This might be just something you wear whenever you're going to the grocery store or maybe even going to the pool. I mean, who knows? Honestly, the options are endless with this one because this is so light, cool, crisp, and refreshing. This is Pure White by Banana Republic. Now, this is unisex, very unisex. Honestly, it's kind of perfectly unisex if I do say so myself. It doesn't really lean masculine, it doesn't really lean super feminine either. It's just a super light, crisp, citrusy, refreshing type of fragrance. This is kind of a white tea note in there as well with some just cool, crisp citruses. I think it's mandarin in there. I'm not 100% sure. I know there's jasmine in here. So guys, this is gonna do you right. This is gonna get you feeling cool on those hot summer days. All right, guys, so the next one on the list is going to be discontinued, but I normally don't put them in here unless they're readily available. So as of now, you can still find this at fragrancebuy.ca and a couple other discounted sites. Be sure and go check them out. I'll leave a link in the description below. But guys, you guys have got to get your hands on this if you haven't before it's all gone, guys. And I'm talking about, this is L'Homme Ideal Cologne by Guerlain. I always have to look at the name. I always mix them up for some reason, but this stuff is absolutely beautiful for the high heat, high humidity. Honestly, guys, this stuff really doesn't start doing its magic until it's 80 degrees or above. At least that's my impression on this. I tried it in the fall time and it was okay, don't get me wrong, but I was super impressed whenever I pulled this out last summer and wore it in I think it was 90 something degrees, guys. This stuff will cool you off. It will refresh you. You're gonna be smelling fresh and clean. Opens up with bright citruses, guys. You got some almond in here, but it's not a thick, heavy, creamy almond. It's this light, cool, creamy type of almond. You guys got to get your hands on this before they are all gone. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can still pick this up. As of now for this video, I mean, it's still up there. Tomorrow, next week, who knows, it could be gone. Guys, you got to get your hands on this stuff. But L'Homme Ideal Cologne from Guerlain, one of my all-time favorite high heat weather fragrances. All right, guys, so next on the list is gonna be one from the house of Hugo Boss, and for whatever reason, this just doesn't get a lot of love, and I don't know why. I really do like this fragrance. It's perfect for the high heat, for the high humidity. If you're just going out to run a couple errands, if you're going to the office and don't really know what to wear, you gotta wear a white t-shirt, who knows, maybe your office does that. Guys, I think Boss Bottled Tonic is gonna get you where you need to be. This stuff, it still has that kind of same Boss Bottled DNA, but it has this apple note in here, but it doesn't have that kind of apple pie cinnamon note in here. It's very citrusy, very bright, refreshing, and cooling. Guys, this stuff is absolutely amazing. The only downside is it really doesn't last super long. Maybe you get 4 to 5 hours off of it. Maybe that's why it doesn't get a lot of love, but in the summertime, guys, this will get you smelling good. You're gonna get the compliments, honestly. Spray a little heavier and people are gonna notice it. My wife absolutely loves this stuff. I love it. It's honestly one of my favorites from the line. I don't really wear it until it gets, in the summertime. it just doesn't really do well in the winter or springtime. Oh, in springtime it does okay, but in the winter and fall time, it really just kind of falls. But in the summertime, this stuff rocks, guys. This is Boss Bottled Tonic. Get your hands on it. All right, guys, so next on the list, this is actually my newest fragrance to my collection, and this is my scent of the day, guys. I love this stuff. I'm going to wear the crap out of this stuff. Like, this is amazing. 10 out of 10. Love this stuff. Be sure and stick around for my review. I'm going to do a review here in a couple of days of it. I just had to get this in a couple of lists because it is that flipping good, guys. This is brand new from the house of Dolce Gabbana. This is Dolce Gabbana Light Blue Forever. And guys, I kid you not, this is amazing. Amazing. Well, how about amazing? Opens up super, super authentic, juicy grapefruit note in here. Oh my gosh, guys, this stuff is super, super awesome. And it's actually kind of a powerhouse for the first like 30, 45 minutes. I did 2 sprays on my arm yesterday just to kind of test it out. I was laying in bed and my wife was like, man, what did you spray? And I was like, I haven't sprayed anything. I sprayed this literally like probably 30 minutes to 45 minutes before I went in the room and laid down to kind of relax. I just wanted to see what it would do. I had to go wash it off because it was giving her a headache because it was so strong. I had no idea it was going to have that type of performance off of my nose. I did go a little bit nose blind to it, but that's okay. I do go nose blind to, you know, more citrus heavy type of fragrances like Aventus. So it doesn't really surprise me that I went a little bit nose blind to this. Anyways, guys, this is so flipping amazing. Super bright, super juicy grapefruit in the opening with some other citruses in there. It dries down and it's got this beautiful like ozonic note to it. It's got some marine notes in here, guys, and it gives you this just refreshing, like you just jumped in a pool of grapefruits like type of feeling to it. Super amazing, super great for the high heat. I wore this today. It was like 85, 87, somewhere in there. And guys, this stuff did its magic. Dolce Gabbana Light Blue Forever. Get your nose on it, guys. You gotta. All right, guys, next on the list, this is a staple in my collection, in your collection, probably in your brother's collection. Everyone you know wears this stuff. I mean, it's that popular, but for a good reason. This is my king of the spring. I love this stuff, but it's also super, super great for the high heat, high humidity. It's gonna get you smelling fresh and clean. You're gonna be feeling just amazing when you wear Versace Man Eau Fresh. I mean, it's literally in the name, Eau Fresh, guys. As I always say, oh man, is this fresh. Opens up just super bright citruses. You got this star fruit note in here. It is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's kind of cliche to put this in the video by now because everyone and their brother talks about it, but guys, this is an amazing, amazing fragrance. I need a couple sniffs. Guys, it's so good. It really is that good. I love this stuff, guys. Pick up a bottle on Amazon, Fragrance Net, places like that. You're gonna spend like 40, 42 bucks and some change, something like that. Guys, it's definitely worth it. If you never smelled this, I don't know what rock you're living under, but go to Macy's, Dillard's, Sephora, places like that. Go get you a sample of it, guys. Or honestly, if you like light, cool, fresh, crisp fragrances, this is honestly blind buy worthy. In my opinion, I love this stuff, guys. Versace Man Eau Fresh. All right, guys, so next on the list, this is going to be coming from an indie house. I love this stuff, guys. This comes from the house of imaginary authors, and this is St. Julep. Now, the only bad thing about this is people have said that they don't get very good performance off of that. But whenever it's super hot and humid outside, you probably don't want to be going outside too much anyways. You're probably going to be staying indoors in the AC or, you know, at work, stuff like that. This is going to get you right, at least in my opinion. This opens up and it's got this beautiful like citrusy, minty, sweet note to it. But as it dries down, you get this bourbon note in here that really kind of comes forth. And if I had to put this similar to something like in the same ballpark realm, this kind of reminds me of Baccarat Rouge 540. I don't really hear too many people talking about that, but that's the type of vibe that I get off of this. But way more fresh, way more citrusy, and like this imaginary note. It says crushed ice. It really does kind of give you this feeling of like just this crushed ice beverage sitting by the pool, maxing and relaxing. Just guys, this stuff is absolutely amazing. Price point, maybe not the cheapest on here at 95 bucks, 450 mLs. But I mean, to me, it's worth it. I love it. I'm gonna spray the crap out of this summer. It's good stuff, guys. St. Julep by Imaginary. All right, guys, next on the list, this has been labeled as the fresh lemonade type of fragrance. So this supposedly reminds a lot of people of a fresh glass of icy cool lemonade, especially on a hot summer's day. I love this stuff. You probably know what I'm talking about, but for those of you who don't, I'm talking about Dior Homme Cologne. I love this stuff, guys. This is an amazing type of fragrance to wear when it's super hot, super humid outside. This is gonna get you feeling cool and refreshing. This honestly does kind of have like a cooling effect, at least on my skin. I know whenever I'm super hot and sweaty, I'll spray this on, and for whatever reason, it just, maybe it's a placebo effect, I don't know, but it just kind of makes me feel like I'm cooling down. I'm sitting on, you know, maybe a lawn chair, sitting by a pool, drinking a nice glass of fresh lemonade. This does open up super bright, fresh lemon, and I love this stuff, guys. Don't be sleeping on this stuff, guys. I need to get me another bottle. Look how much I've used. Like, this stuff kind of expensive, but definitely well worth the price. The only downside is this doesn't get the best performance, but that's kind of what you got to do when you're coming into this, you know, white t-shirt season, super hot. You kind of got to trade some performance to give you that cool, fresh, you know, cooling down type of vibe. I love this stuff, guys. You guys should try it. If you haven't checked this out, go to like Macy's, Sephora, places like that. Get your nose on it. I don't think that anyone's gonna smell this and not like it. Dior Homme Cologne. All right, guys, so we are down to the last three. Thank you guys seriously so much for sticking around this far. It really does mean a lot to me. Let's go ahead and kind of wrap this up. So I don't have too many niche in this rotation. I don't have, you know, a lot of, you know, super fresh summertime niche. I do have a couple, and this one definitely had to be in here. Guys, this invokes the Mediterranean. This invokes just sailing out on the Mediterranean Sea. You know, maybe you're on a yacht, maybe you're just, it's super hot outside and you're just chilling, swimming in the ocean. I don't know what you're doing, guys, but I know when it gets super hot outside, I'm gonna be reaching for Creed's Europa. Now, like I said on one of my previous videos, this is an older batch, but for a fresh fragrance and for Creed, the newer batches haven't varied too much. So you're still gonna get a decent amount of performance off of this, and it's still gonna smell relatively the same. This does open up just a tad bit mature in the opening. You get rosemary and basil. It kind of gives it this herbaceous, kind of gentleman type of vibe to it in the opening, but that only lasts for maybe like 10-15 minutes, and then it dries down. You get this just amazing citrus and lime and just almost like this cooling mint type of vibe to it, and I absolutely I love this stuff, guys. Super good, super long lasting for a fresh fragrance. At least on this batch, I get about 7 to 8 hours, so definitely gonna get you, you know, all day, especially in the office. Creed Europa, don't be sleeping on it, guys. I know it's expensive, but honestly, for a fresher type of fragrance, for a high heat white t-shirt type of fragrance, this is gonna get you good, guys. Creed Europa. Don't be sleeping on it. All right, guys, so coming up next on the list, it does still come from the house of Creed. That's okay, because honestly, I love this stuff, and it really doesn't have too many performance issues just because it just came out a couple years ago. It is a variation of Creed Aventus, but this is Creed Aventus Cologne. This is a little bit more bright, a little bit more fresh, a little bit more juicy. It just invokes this more high heat, summer type of vibe to me. I would definitely wear this more in a hotter situation than I would with the original Creed Aventus, just because that Creed Aventus just sets a little bit darker, a little bit more heavy. This is more bright, fresh, and fruity, and that's exactly what they were going for whenever they made this. This opens up with more of a tangerine orange note versus the pineapple that you get from just regular Creed Aventus. But when it's super hot outside and I want to smell like Creed Aventus, I just don't want to get the Aventus out. I go for Aventus Cologne. I know that sounds kind of weird, but this stuff, a little bit more fresh, a little bit more invigorating. Love this stuff, guys. Creed Aventus. All right, guys, now I gotta tag some people. So who am I gonna tag? I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna tag Corbin at Northwest Scents, tag John Morrell, you are tagged, brother. Trey Scents, you are tagged. Hugh Fragman, you are tagged. I'm gonna tag the Fragrance Wardrobe. Solomon's Vineyard, you are tagged. Guys, those are gonna be my tags. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for sticking around this far. It really does mean a lot to me. Be sure and give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That really does help me out a lot. Gives my platform across YouTube. Guys, be sure and comment down below what fragrances you're planning on wearing whenever it's so hot, it's so humid, all you can wear is a white t-shirt. Let me know what you got. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. I'm gonna catch you guys next time. And remember, if you love it, wear it.